Louder, louder.
My favorite color is Warrior Blue.
Hey.
Your favorite artist?
My favorite artist,
Hey, you guys got the weed.
toss up between J. Cole and Kendrick right now.
Wow.
I like the word. I like they speak the truth.
All right, and your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. It could go either way. I like the movie Warrior or Shawshank Redemption is a good one. Yes.
All right. If you had one wish, what would it be?
If I had one wish, it would be to win several championships.
Yes.
What's your go-to candy?
Go to my man, you know. Oh,
Shut up.
My go-to candy, man, Sour Patch Kids.
Yes.
All right. What's your favorite breakfast food?
My favorite breakfast food. I'm a big brunch guy. Well, actually, every day for breakfast we make a breakfast burrito. So that's always good. It's always a plus.
What's on your bucket list?
I love to travel. I like traveling. My bucket list is just going around, seeing the world, seeing different cultures, and visiting different people. So I'm from Africa. I'm actually traveling right now because I'm here in the United States, but wanting to see everything else all around the world.
Okay. Speaking of that, what's your favorite part of Nigeria?
My favorite part, well, I grew up in Benin City. That's where I have my roots, but my family lives in Anambra. So that is my favorite part, just because my family's there and I get to, when I get back, I can't wait to go back and see them.
Okay. Who's your favorite basketball teammate?
My favorite teammate, my team right now is my favorite teammate. That's a tough question. I have a lot of favorites, man.
Can you go
You pick one,
your
anyone.
top five?
Pick anyone, man. My teammates are amazing. Top 5 teammates. Man, that's a tough one, man. I'm close to a lot of guys though, so it's hard for me to pick any one. Like everybody I hang out with. So if I pick top 5, it's kind of doing them injustice because I'm close to. There's really no top 5.
What's your most memorable moment in the game?
My most memorable moment in the game is last year winning the NBA championship. I think that when the buzzer was going off, I felt like it was a dream. I was scared to move too fast. I was like, yo, if I move too fast, I'm gonna wake up and this would be a dream. So that was my favorite moment since I've been in the NBA, just because we work hard as a team. We try to do everything the right way, and I think that's something that is very admirable. But I think that these group of guys are very deserving of what they have. So for us to get to that point together, chemistry and all, and being a brotherhood, that was a very special moment for us and for the Bay Area as a whole. Because it's been a long time since we had a championship. So being able to do it for the city was great.
On your NBA season debut, how did you feel?
My season debut. Actually, I got a funny story about that. So, my first NBA game. Granted, it was a preseason game. My first NBA game was against the Lakers, and that year, as a rookie, it was the year with Kobe, Dwight Howard, Paul Gasol, all these players. And I walked, and I'm starting. So I walk into the center of the circle. Kobe comes and daps me up. Dwight daps me. I was like, yo, what's going on? I was as a college kid, you watch all these people and you're so excited. And when you get to that point, you're in the NBA. But when you get to that point where you're standing on the court, you're like, man, I really am here. I've made it. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of my that was my first moment in the NBA where I was like, yeah, I'm actually in the NBA now. And I thought that was interesting, special.
What's some advice that you got from your parents that you will never forget?
Some advice that I got from my parents that I never forget. My parents are always there. They always try to give me great advice all the time. And you know, life is all about perseverance. You know, that's something that my dad tells me all the time. And as a kid, I never understood it, right? He always tried to keep me even keel. There are highs and lows all the time. And the biggest advice he's given me is to be able to have the, so when I tell my dad I'm going through a tough time, he says, so when I pray, I need to ask for the strength or for the wisdom, for the courage to be able to battle those tough times. I thought that was something that was very telling, because he didn't tell me to pray that the tough times will never come. He says pray for the strength to be able to fight those tough times, and that's very interesting because in life there's always going to be things that come up or bad things that happen. You got to be able to deal with it. And life is 90% what happens to you and 10. Flip that. Sorry. It's about 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. That's life right there. So pretty much what it is how are you responding to whatever it is that's going on in your life. And I think that's something that he told me as a kid. I didn't understand it until I grew a little older and I went through some adversity, but I definitely understand it now. I thought that was the most important advice he gave me.
Alright, who was your hero growing up in sports?
My hero growing up in sports, we played soccer, football in Nigeria. So my hero growing up was Gigi Okocha. He was our player, he was our forward, he was the dude that, he was like a magician on the soccer field. You know, he was somebody that we all kids looked up to. I never thought that I could play soccer professionally. Granted, basketball that I didn't even know about, but he was somebody that made us believe in ourselves. Like I saw him play and I was very inspired. I went out there on the field and tried to do the things he did. And he's somebody that, we all looked up to.
Given that you are here, if like one of these kids in the future wants to be a basketball player, what advice would you give them?
Believe in yourself. It is very possible. As a kid, if you, like I said, if you had told me I'd be a basketball player, NBA player, I would probably smack you, just because it was impossible. Like if you think about the odds against me, to be able to pick up a basketball at 16, I got cut from my high school team, and they told me I couldn't play. And to go from there to where I am now, like even after that high school, nobody else from that team, which was very good, but nobody else from that team went D1. I was able to go, I went D1 and I won the conference championship. I did a lot of stuff in college. So I think the biggest thing is, believe in yourself, but also, be respectful. You never know who you're gonna meet out there. Because, the way my life turned out was not so much, I put a lot of work in and I work hard and, I always give it everything I got. But at the same time, you never know who you're gonna run into. A lot of what I've accomplished is also a result of the people I've been around. So I've got to meet people that, they meet me, they just believe in me because they're like, man, this kid is special, a great kid. Man, let me just, I see how he believes in himself or I see how he wants it. Yeah, he might not be where he wants to be, but, I'm gonna help him out. And those people became real instrumental in my life today. And I made it to the NBA, not just by my power, but by, people helping me out and people believe in me as well. So I think being respectful and understanding that, you can't do it by yourself. Those are two things I can say.
All right, my next question is, as you've been playing with the Warriors, what teammate challenged you to play you?
As I've been playing with the Warriors, one teammate challenged me. I know Andre is somebody that I talk to about, being a professional and staying even keel and things like that. He comes in every day and he works hard. Even though he's been in the league for a long time, he's still the first one to come in and things like that. When you see an older guy, a veteran, still behaving like he's a rookie trying to make it, I think that's something that inspires anybody. So I'll say Andre. Andre is somebody that has challenged me as a person to understand that, you know, you never really made it. You gotta keep working hard every year, keep working harder and try and find new ways to improve.
In the future, what do you want to lead the league in?
In the future, what do I want to lead the league in blocks and rebounds in the future? Defensive Player of the Year is my goal, and that's what I'm going to
Player of
do. Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. Who's the player that you just play against? That you just for another team that challenges you, or just like a arch rival?
A player on another team that it's always fun for me to play against DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis as well. Those guys I played against in college at Kentucky, both different generations, but I played against most of them. And you know, it's something that inspires me. Every time I see them on the court, it inspires me because, you know, we played in college together. You know, and we all made it out here from the SEC. So it becomes sort of like a pride thing, but also a friendship because it's like, yeah, we were rivals in college, but now it's like it's exciting to be a part of. You know, it's always good to see familiar faces, but at the same time, it's we're always challenging each other, like improving on how we can improve through the years.
Yeah.
You gotta do a switching.
You got it, man.
Hey yo, just a personal
All right.
question.
Next kid.
How does it
We're
feel?
gonna keep going.